Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to Rewrite with Allie. Today I have my good friend Aileen here. Hello. I just wanted to have girl chat and talk about her journey here to the Tri-Cities because you're from Texas?
California.
Yes. Why did I think Texas?
I don't know. I feel like everybody comes from Texas, so I wouldn't.
This whole time, like in preparing, I'm thinking about Texas.
I give off Texas vibes.
Well, maybe Dallas area.
No, actually, I've never even been to Texas.
Okay, have I been to Texas? I don't think I've ever been to Texas either.
I've never been to Texas. I have a friend who lives in Texas, and he keeps trying to get me to go visit. He's
Where does he live?
Need to come. Don't get mad at me if he sees this. I'm like, I have no idea. I think he lives closer to like the Houston area.
Houston, okay.
But I don't know where exactly.
I hear Houston's really fun.
I've seen that there's like a lot to do over there.
And that Austin is growing. Austin, Texas.
Yeah, but I've never been. So
yeah, me neither. My cousin lived in Houston for a while, then she moved, and then now her sister lives in Austin area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I still haven't gone to visit.
You should.
I know, I need to.
I know.
She's pregnant right now, about to pop.
Really? Oh my god, how exciting. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So why did you move to Tri-Cities?
Well, it was like such a unplanned thing.
Really?
Like, I feel like growing up with my family, everything's always been like, I don't know, mentally it's kind of like the only thing that I could think of was to live in California. So I feel like that's where I've always just kind of been, and me and my mom have moved around California, like different areas, like kind of my whole life growing up. But it wasn't until Eddie, you know,
is he your mom's brother?
Yes,
okay.
He's my mom's brother. And so he's lived like everywhere. Like, this man has traveled everywhere. Yeah. And so he had come here, and that's when he started doing like this whole Blue Carrot thing. He opened up the lounge, was doing Pilates, and we would hear about everything from it in California.
Really?
Like, he would send us
call or message.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cute.
He would send us pictures and videos,
like updating you.
Yeah, like, oh, I got this now.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not even gonna lie. Sorry, Eddie. I kind of gave him the idea for this. Not to brag.
Actually?
No, actually, yeah. Like, so I remember before he opened up any of this, I'm all trying to say it as if I did it.
Yeah.
No, but I remember before he opened up all of this, well, Eddie's always been into like nutrition and fitness.
Because he went to school, he was pre-med and then went for nutrition, right? Or something like that. He was a nutritionist, I think.
Yeah, so he was a nutritionist, he was a personal trainer, like he's done all of that.
Eddie is the owner of Blue Carrot, which is where we are filming right now. Shout out Blue Carrot.
Come
this
visit.
Is the Sunshine Boost.
My coffee will be here soon.
but okay, so he was always been into health fitness.
Yeah, so he's always been into that, and so I remember in California, I wanted to get into like Pilates and everything. I remember it was when Pilates was like super trendy, and he recommended me a couple of studios. He's like, oh, I know the owners here, like they're really nice, like you should go try them out. And so I went, and I really liked it. And so I liked the Pilates vibe, and he told me, because where I was living at the time, it's a very small town. So there's
Where was it?
It's called Calexico. Okay. So it's like at the border.
That sounds like a Texas town.
I know, huh?
Right?
No, it kind of does.
Okay.
I can see that. But it's still in California, but it's right at the border to where Mexicali is. So it's like basically like a little part of Mexico in California.
Yeah.
So it's very small, very deserted. There's like nothing to do there. So it's like really hard for businesses to grow there.
Yeah.
So he did tell me, he's like, he told me that I should have done it first. He's
that
like,
you should have what?
Opened up a Pilates studio.
Really?
He's like, you need to open up a Pilates studio over there. But I didn't want to live there like my whole life, and I knew that if I
stuck there.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm like, if I open up my own business, I have to be there. So I was like, no, like. And so I told him, I was like, you should open up your own Pilates studio. And I said, and you should have a smoothie bar attached to it so that when everybody's done with class, they can just go get a smoothie. Yeah. And he was like, Yeah. A week later, he's like, look at this old coffee shop that I found that they're selling, like for rent. And I was like, okay.
Get this. Did I tell you the story of Eddie and I? Like how we met and stuff?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. He was my regular customer at Novel. And he would get a single shot. Eddie, I remember. He would get a single shot decaf chaga latte.
Yeah, that sounds like Eddie.
I can't remember if it was I think it was with oat milk. Maybe it was almond milk.
I think
one
almond
of the
milk.
different milks. It was probably, honestly, I think it might have been oat milk.
Really? I feel like Eddie's such a oat
Eddie's
milk
more
hater.
Yeah. Okay, then maybe it was almond milk.
I could be wrong though.
No, I think maybe it was almond milk.
Mm-hmm.
So a single shot decaf chaga almond milk. Chaga's like a mushroom powder that we had, or when I worked there. And he would come in with his laptop and do work. And then he started asking us, he started telling us that he's going to open his own business. And so he would show me different carrot designs, and he had another name. It was
Luca, huh?
Luca.
Yes, it was Luca.
Yes.
I know, because he would send us like all these messages and be like, what name sounds better?
Yeah.
Like, we were in like...
But what was the meaning of Luca? I can't remember. He had blue carrot Luca.
It was... I know at first it's because he had Luca Nutrition. I'm like, sorry if I butcher any information, Eddie. I can't remember exactly like if there was a specific meaning behind it, but I know Luca. Well, one of my cousins is named Luca, like his nephew. But I can't remember if he had picked the name before he was born or after.
Well, I think it also means light, doesn't it?
There's a meaning to it. I just can't remember why. I know like there's a meaning why he ended up choosing blue carrot.
Blue carrot, yeah. Because it was like health and wellness vibe,
and then there's like a meaning behind it, like carrots, because it's like the roots of everything.
Yeah,
like there's something.
Yes,
I'm like, he's gonna get
this
so
is coming
mad
back.
He's gonna get so mad at me if he watches this, because he's gonna be like, how do you not remember? He told me so many times.
No, it's because the root of like your health, getting to the root of the problem.
You got it. Yes,
we got it, Eddie.
exactly
High five. Good job.
Yes.
So, yeah, anyways. So you knew about the whole plan, but I think it was so neat because now I got to see, and you got to see the whole plan.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Even the fonts, he would say, which one?
Oh, yeah, the colors.
The color, right? And there was a meaning behind blue, too. I think it has to do with health also.
Yeah, there's... the specific color means something.
Yeah.
I just can't remember. I'm sorry.
And like peace and stuff. And then and he has a history with anxiety and all this stuff. So that's how he got passionate and got into this, field, you would say.
And it's so nice seeing how like everything grew, because like I remember me, him, and my mom, because my mom is such into business too.
Really?
We had a group chat on Instagram before any of this started, and we would send each other like business ideas, like reels, and like, oh my god, it'd be so cool if you did this, like, because we always knew that Eddie wanted to open up his own business. And he had opened up, like he had started so many businesses before that obviously like they didn't take off. But it's because I feel like that happens with everybody. You have to fail a good couple of times before you actually succeed.
Yeah, and success and failure are brothers and sisters.
Yeah, so I feel like that's what happened, where he had started with like, I remember he wanted to do supplements and like the whole personal, like he wanted to do
personal
a CrossFit.
And stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was into CrossFit. That's true.
Yeah, so there was like so much, and like to see how everything grew now, it's like, it's so like sentimental, because I'm like, it's so nice. Like he finally got
and knowing the hard work that
he
put in, right?
Oh,
and a lot of people only see the glitz and the glamour. They see how successful his businesses are doing right now, but they didn't see all the failed businesses or the late nights, nearly every day going to Novel and working on his computer. The group chats that you guys had.
The group chats. He would come visit us in California, and we would literally have poster boards. I remember this.
Wait, that's so sweet.
We would have poster boards because all of my family, like his brothers and like sisters, like my mom and my other uncle, they're all like have that same business drive. And so I remember we would have poster boards of like, we should do this.
Ambitious.
We should do this. And then I remember one time too, we made t-shirts. They made t-shirts.
And what did the t-shirts say?
I think it was like one of Eddie's like fitness regimen, and it was like, it had like 3 stripes, and it said like fitness something. I can't remember exactly what. This was like a long time ago. But they all had the t-shirts. It was like there's so much. So it's like, it's nice to see like everything so grown now.
Yeah, and he deserves it. That's what
he really
whenever
does.
I talk about Blue Carrot, I always say he's the most genuine, calm man that I know. Like genuinely and so kind.
Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you.
So what did you get?
I got my mocha earth latte. Usually when I come in, since Eddie lets me go in the back and make my own coffee,
Yeah.
I'll make myself something else. And Eddie has told me that we can put it on the menu, but I just haven't had the time to like give it a name.
What is it?
Usually I'll make myself like, I'll mix a little bit of coconut cream, peppermint, cinnamon, and maple syrup, and then I'll froth it with an espresso.
Why don't you name it after
So
yourself?
good. Imagine.
No, do it.
Eddie's gonna be like, I don't even have a drink named after him.
Yeah, true. Well, then that just means he needs a drink.
I feel
named
like it'd
after
be
him.
good if it was called like a cinnamon peppermint latte, because that's what it tastes like. It's like cinnamon and it has peppermint. If you like peppermint.
But what, like, think about something that goes with peppermint and cinnamon.
That's what I keep trying, because me and my brother were trying to figure out some names for it. He's like, because he liked it too, and he's like,
you know what?
well,
Let's
I'm
do
like,
this.
let's do that. Something with like mint.
We're gonna
But
ask our
I-
friend Chat.
I did that, but
You
I feel
did?
who doesn't go to chat?
Yeah.
But I feel like it kept giving me like Christmassy names, and I'm like, I don't want Christmassy names because it's like, I mean, we're not even close to
What's
Christmas
in
right
it?
now.
It's cinnamon,
It's
peppermint.
cinnamon, maple syrup, peppermint, and coconut cream, like a little bit.
Hi, we are looking for a name for a coffee drink. It's a latte that has cinnamon, peppermint, coconut cream, and maple syrup. It has to be health and wellness vibes. It would be for Blue Carrot Lounge. Blue Carrot also has a coffee / smoothie cafe area. What would be some good names that align with the mission of Blue Carrot? Let's see. Very clean girl, it says. The reset lock. Glow and flow is cute.
Ooh, wait, I like the glow and flow.
Glow and flow.
Ooh, golden balance.
Golden balance.
Inner glow.
Inner glow. Or the restore latte is cute.
Restore latte. That sounds good. Mental. Ooh, cinnamon mint bliss. Why does that sound kind of
that's
good?
cute.
Wait, let me take a picture of it
Cinnamon mint bliss.
to send it to my brother, because I'm like, low key.
That's super cute, actually.
I like that.
It goes with like there's like the cacao banana bliss. So it goes with the names.
Oh yeah, the
Cacao
names.
banana
Yeah.
bliss.
You know which one too? The sweet earth latte.
That's a cute name.
I feel like because this one's called mocha earth latte, so I feel like it would totally go with it.
Yeah.
Cozy mint, winter glow. I really like that. Period. Thanks, chat.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna talk about you.
Oh, me.
Yeah, we love you, Eddie, but now it's time to talk about Aileen.
We've said enough about you. On to the next one. I'm like, you can have your own spot.
You know, he was supposed to be on the podcast.
He did tell me, and he felt really bad because
No,
I told
it's
him I was
okay.
gonna do it.
Yeah.
And he was like, sick. And then he goes, dang. He goes, I feel so bad. He's like, I've been so busy.
I know.
I'm like,
and I know
really
how
see
busy
him.
he is.
Oh my
I know
god,
how busy
especially
he is.
with the Edison one opening
Yeah.
up right now.
After
too.
the Edison one, Eddie, you have to come on. No more excuses.
No
After
more
the
excuses.
Edison one. Yeah. What are 3 words you would use to describe yourself?
3 words. That's tough. You know, it's so funny. I feel like people ask questions like that sometimes too in like interviews, and I'm always like,
No, it's okay.
I think maybe 3 words would probably be.
Be confident, please.
First of all, okay, I'll be real.
Yeah, be real.
100%, I know independent is one of them. I'm a very independent person, so 100% independent
Yeah.
is probably one of the main words I would use to describe myself. Determined, I won't lie. If I want something, I'm very determined to go for it.
Yeah.
And maybe honest. I feel like I'm a pretty honest person.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't like to, like, if I shouldn't say something, it's like I might as well just not even like include myself in the conversation.
Right.
Like if I have something I want to say, but people are like, oh no, just don't.
Won't be receptive to it, you mean?
Yeah, like won't be receptive to it. It's kind of like, well, there's one
Then
I
you'd
don't
rather
know.
just
I feel
not
like I'm
say
such an
anything.
honest person.
Yeah.
I don't like to like BS things. It's like, well, I mean, you either say it or you don't say it, you know?
Yeah.
So I guess those are the 3 words I would
No,
use.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
I'm going to add a few more. I think you're very kind.
Thank
and
you.
You're very optimistic.
Oh, I
think that, okay, despite what people say, energy and aura is a thing.
Yeah.
And I think you're just so, you're like a light.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Girl, that's you.
Yes. No,
Ironically, my
genuinely.
name means light.
Really?
Yeah.
See, there you go. There
My
you
mom
go.
named me right. I remember in elementary school we did that. We had to do like an assignment where you had to figure out where your name came from in the origin.
Yeah.
Apparently my name is Irish.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it means light. Like the actual name, Aileen, just means light.
Mine means a bright yellow flower.
Oh, that makes
That's
so
what-
much
that's what
sense.
Alyssa
It
means.
literally represents
That's
you
what Alyssa
so
means.
well.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
And what's your toxic trait?
Toxic trait, I won't lie. I feel like
No,
I
do
think
it.
the honesty
You have
thing
to
is a toxic trait.
Really?
I feel like it's okay. I feel like there's a good and then there's a bad thing in it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like sometimes I'm too honest.
Where it hurts people?
Where it kind of hurts people, but it's because I hate the idea of like BSing people or
Yeah.
like pretending like being fake, I guess you could say. Like,
But I think people would prefer that rather than you lying, right?
not a lot of people, to be honest. You'll be surprised that there's so many people that, I'm not gonna lie, I've heard people say to me, like, I would rather have you not said anything.
Are you
And I'm like,
serious?
really? Yeah. I'm like, are you serious right now? Like, I'm literally telling you the truth. But there's just so many people, I feel like, kind of live in a little bubble where they feel like if they hear what's outside of the bubble, it just ruins it for them.
Yeah, like they live in their own little reality
Exactly.
delusion a little bit.
And I mean, I don't like to judge anybody, but I mean, at the same time, it's kind of like, well, sometimes, the truth hurts, It hurts. So I feel like maybe that's a toxic trait for me, where I'm too upfront about some things.
I think people should be worried when you're not telling the truth because you tell the truth because you care and because you want them to change and grow and challenge them, which shows that you
Exactly.
love them.
I mean, that's the way I see it. So, but I feel like not everybody is receptive to that. Like,
Yeah.
not a lot of people are like that. They don't take it as well. But I mean, everybody has a different personality, so.
So have you just learned to adjust to people in that way?
I have. See, I've learned it in the sense where I've learned when to keep my mouth shut, basically, and when I can be honest. Like, the moment you see me go quiet on something, that's how you know.
When I see you shut down, I know
That's
that
how you
you're
know
thinking about
that
something.
I have something I want to say to you, but I'm not going to say it because I know you're going to get butthurt, basically.
Yeah. Oh,
So
God.
most of the times I'm quiet because I'm like, I know it too in certain situations where I'm like, my input is only going to make this worse. So I'm like, try to keep peace. So I'm kind of like,
Right.
I'll just like, keep myself quiet.
Right.
Keep it to myself.
Yeah.
Because I really do want to maintain peace with people too.
Yeah.
I'm not, like, we're at a grown age right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like this whole, like, arguing back and forth
Mm-hmm.
thing about, like, trying to get you to agree with me is so, like, such a high school thing. I remember.
An immaturity kind of a thing, yeah.
I remember that was such a thing back in high school where it was like, no, but, like, you have to understand me.
Where I'm coming from.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, I understand you, but sometimes people just don't agree with each other. So you kind of just have to learn when to stop and then just leave the peace as it is.
I guess, I mean, it would be being at peace with being misunderstood by someone.
Yeah.
Even if you know your truth and know what you're trying to convey, you have to be at peace and surrender that they just won't understand, and that's totally fine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's so many people that you're going to encounter with that it's like, you have to learn to work with people. You have to learn to, like, sometimes you have a close friend and there's just some things that you won't agree with them on. But it's because, I mean, everybody has such a different point of view that, I mean, you have to learn when to be able to say something, and you have to learn when to kind of just, kind of surrender it and be like, okay, without receiving disrespect.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I'm really curious about this question. I don't know if I sent her a list of guiding questions, but I never follow that, so I apologize.
I was like looking through them and I was like, ooh.
Yeah, but those are just guiding
Yeah,
questions.
yeah.
Usually the conversation goes totally opposite.
I love
But
that.
when you start doubting yourself, because you mentioned that you and your family are very ambitious people, when you start doubting yourself and doubting the things that you can achieve, how do you ground yourself again and remind yourself that you can and you are capable? What kind of process do you go through?
Yeah, I I feel like that happens a lot where it's like you said, like if you're really ambitious too, the doubtings can come like so easily.
And I ask this for me because I feel like I'm a go ambitious person, but I also doubt myself sometimes, and I have to learn how to get myself out of that hole.
I feel like growing up, I was very like that, where I would doubt myself a lot on things, and if I would fail something at like the first try, immediately I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. And that happened to me when I wanted to get into nursing. I feel like I had never failed anything.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I was always so good on my grades and everything. I was like, oh, I can do this. And then I got to college, and you know how you have to take a test?
I'm going through that literally right now.
Oh, let me tell you, girl. I'm like, you know how then you know the process. You know how you have to take a test. Yeah. So I remember I was studying. I'm not going to lie, though. At the same time, I was working at, I think I was working at McDonald's at the time. And I wasn't studying to my full potential. Like, I knew I was being lazy about it. But it's because I guess I had so much self-confidence, that I really thought, I was like, I got this. I paid for the course, and then I paid to take the exam.
It's expensive. Hundreds of dollars. The exam alone, I think, is over $100.
Girl, I paid like $200.
For the exam?
For the exam.
Plus the course and stuff?
The course was no, I lied. I think the course was like $200, and the exam was like $150. For sure, it's more than $100, the exam. Yeah, so I took the exam. And I failed it. And I was like, I remember it hit me in that moment. I was 19, it hit me. I was like, oh my God, I failed. I was like,
for the first time ever in my life.
Like, scholarly wise, I feel like I'm like, I can't believe I failed. Like, that moment, I started doubting myself, and I told my mom, I was like, I'm gonna take a break from school. And it had been a couple months, and my mom's like, well, I mean, what are you going to do now? And I'm like, I have no idea. She's like, well, just retake the test. I didn't want to retake the test.
Really?
And it sounds dumb, but, to me, it was such a fear where I'm like, I don't want to retake it anymore because I know I'm not going to pass it. But, I mean, then I started, I had just left it at that. And I started getting older, and I realized, I can't just leave something because it didn't go right the first time.
Yeah.
You know? So now it's I sometimes get those doubts. When I first became an instructor, I doubted myself a lot because I was like, I don't think I can do this. Number one, I felt like I didn't physically look like an instructor. A lot of the studios in California have that aesthetic where they show the instructors a certain way, which is not bad, but I feel like that's the only way you're supposed to view a fitness instructor.
Yeah, but if you think about it, California is so, you don't know what they're taking. Yeah. You don't know if they're fueling themselves enough, right? Everyone's body is so different.
Yeah.
And some people take the quick fix on things.
Oh, yeah.
So, anyways, it's hard not to compare yourself, but also don't compare yourself because you don't know what's happening behind the scenes.
Yeah, and honestly, I think that's what I learned the most from being an instructor when I first did it, is that I can't compare myself to others just by a glance, just from looking, you know? But yeah, the whole doubting myself, I feel I don't know, it's such a mental process to ground yourself. But I mean, the only way that I feel gets me is I physically mentally have to ground myself. I have to sit somewhere, and I have to be okay, calm down.
Yeah.
You're being paranoid. You can do this, and if you don't do it, then that's okay. But you have to at least try.
And at least you have people around you that are also ambitious, like Eddie. I bet he's such a big grounding force in the sense of, if he can do it, I can do it.
Yeah, my family is definitely how do I say it, big role models in my life, in the sense where it's if he takes risks, why can't I take a risk? Because I mean, we mentioned, everybody sees the glamour and the glitz, but they don't see all the past fails or all the other
or debt you get into.
Exactly. So it's if you really want something, you have to risk it. So it's kind of okay, honestly, I tell myself that, where I'm mentally, how bad do I want this? If I don't want it that bad, then I'm not, if I'm not willing to fail, then I don't want it that bad.
Where there's a will, there's a way. If you want it, bad, then you will figure out
Exactly
what it takes to get there.
Exactly.
And also, I think something that's also very helpful, at least for me, when I'm starting to doubt myself, is remembering my why. You know, I'm doing this for other people other than myself.
Yeah.
I'm doing this for my family. I'm doing this for my grandparents
Exactly.
who are immigrants. I'm doing this for my sister to be a role model, right? For my ethnicity, my race, you know? Like, I'm a Hispanic woman. First of all, it's already harder as a woman. It's harder, even harder as a Hispanic woman. So that's my why. That's why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And I think that's very grounding too, to remember that.
Actually, yeah. I'm like, when you mentioned that, your sister, I actually have like, well, she's my cousin, but she's like my little sister.
Yeah.
So I always think about her.
And I bet she looks up to you so much. Even if you don't think she does, I'm sure she does.
I know. I always say that I think she doesn't, but my entire family and like my aunt and my uncle, her parents, they say that. They're like, she looks up to you. Like, my mom reminds me all the time. And it's nice to hear it because it's like, it's true. I'm like, we're 10 years apart. Aww. So she's 13. And so she, you know, she's a teenager. She's going through all the stuff, she's like, all the little feelings. She's going into, I think she is in middle school. Yeah, she's in middle school, so she's going through all it. She's going to be going to high school soon.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's nice to remember that because then I look back at when I was in high school, and I mean, I didn't have like a sister or anybody. So it's kind of like, it's now nice to be like, okay, she comes to me so I can be like, okay, in my mind, mentally, remember what happened back then. I don't want that to happen to you.
Right. So you can guide her.
Yeah, let me guide you. So, yeah, it's nice to think about like, okay, wait, I'm doing this also because I want to show her.
Not just for you.
Yeah, for her too. I want her to see that she can grow up. She doesn't need a man. She doesn't need anybody to help her get through it. Like, she can do it if she really wants to do it, but she needs to put in the work to do it.
And genuinely, women can do everything.
Dude, yes.
They can provide financially for themselves.
Exactly.
They can,
especially right now economically, like the like economic state right now is like ridiculous. Yeah. So I feel like women who are doing it right now, it's kind of like, hello, like you know, I'm like, we have so many opportunities now. And I feel like. I don't know if you heard about that.
What?
Where there's like a lonely man epidemic going around.
A lonely man epidemic? No.
It's like this
because women are providing everything for themselves.
No, yeah. They're saying that because like it's like this thing that people are saying on TikTok where it's like, oh, well, it's because now that women are providing for themselves financially, there's a lonely man epidemic.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's what you guys get.
Genuinely, y'all have nothing else to offer. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of a man hater, so I try to steer away from the topic.
Right. I love men who take care of their woman.
Yes. Oh my God. Right? Yes. I'm sorry.
And it's not even just financially. Of course, a woman wants to be taken care of financially, but boss women, take care of them financially too. But emotionally, be a safe space for them.
Yeah.
Don't make their nervous system go all crazy. Just make them calm.
God. Yes.
And in their soft girl era. And then there'll be less man haters, maybe.
No. No, literally. Like, especially like you said, the women who provide for themselves already financially, it's like they've already shown that they can take care of themselves. Good. So it's like you have to show a woman like, okay, like let me be there for you mentally, emotionally,
and financially too.
Yeah, financially too.
Yeah, I can buy my own flowers, but buy me flowers.
Exactly.
You know? So I don't know. I'm happy that women are fending for themselves because in a lot of cases, women get married at a young age, have kids, while their man is getting their career set. And then guess what happens? She's left in the dust when they get a divorce.
Yep.
And she left all her dreams behind her.
You know what's funny is that's why my mom, growing up, pushed me so much.
Same.
Like, excuse me. My mom pushed me so much to be able to like provide. Fend for myself because I remember at a young age, she would always tell me, she's like, well, she was a single mom, like raising me and my brother, and so she always pushed me so hard where she was like, you need to have your grades up, you know, do this. And then she's like, she's like, you could do whatever you want, but just make sure that you're able to take care of yourself. Because in the future, like, if you marry someone, she's like, marry someone who takes care of you, but if anything happens, you could take care of yourself.
And you'll be okay by yourself.
Yeah, exactly. So I thank her a lot for that, because it's true. And it's like, thankfully, you know, thanks to her, thanks to God too, like, I'm able, like, I have my own apartment, I live on my own, like, I financially provide for myself. And, you know, it's tough. You get those moments, you know, especially right now.
It's hard these days. Everything is so expensive.
So expensive. Girl, one of the other reasons why I was like, I'm okay with leaving California, because I've always wanted to live by myself.
California is insane.
Insane.
Impossible to live by yourself right now, probably.
Gas right now over there, I saw is like $6 to $8.
Yeah, no. No thanks. No thanks. Yeah, no.
Y'all be safe out there.
Y'all be safe. We're doing fine here with our $5 gas.
Even better, because when I had first moved here, gas was like $3.29, and I was like, half of my tank was like $10, dude.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Yeah, but same. I grew up the same way. My mom thought that she was going to be able to follow her dreams and have this hair salon, and she opened a hair salon called Alyssa's Hair Salon. But then my dad got into some trouble, and she was left by herself with 4 kids. Babies. We're all 2 to 4 years apart, right? No. Me and my brother are 2 years apart. Then me and my other brother are 1 year apart. Like, just little kids.
Yeah,
4
yeah.
years.
Kids are little.
4 kids.
Yeah.
Okay. And so she had to sell her hair salon, sell the house. Like, we were left with seriously nothing, $0. And my dad was the breadwinner, obviously.
Yeah.
That's why she was able to follow her dreams, because he was helping her.
Yeah.
But she had these aspirations to become a nurse before us. She had all these aspirations to do all these big things for herself, right? Mm-hmm. But because she felt safe with my dad, and yeah, he was great to her and all this stuff, but that's just a prime example of, you don't know what's going to happen. Obviously, when you get married, you don't expect to get a divorce. You don't look towards getting a divorce. But I think it's so important for girls to have a foundation financially. I don't know. I mean, and people make it out and things happen for a reason.
Yeah.
Right? I think God always has a plan way better and greater than ours.
Yeah.
I'm sure if she could have chose differently, I think she would still say, no, I'm happy I had you guys.
Yeah.
You know, but
I say that to my mom a lot too, because my mom, it kind of like, her situation was like a little different when we were kids. She, like you said, my dad was a breadwinner. Yeah. And so he was the one providing for us, and he told my mom still wanted to work because she wanted she wanted to make her own money. Right. And so my dad said, yeah, work. And he goes, but whatever money you make, like, do whatever you want with it, but like fun the money. Bills, fun money, I guess you could say. The bills and everything, I got it covered. And so my mom wanted to be a teacher because she loved teaching, and she thought, like, when we're in school, she'll be working, and then when we're on break, she'll be off of work. So she calculated all of that in there. But like you said, stuff happens. Fortunately, my dad passed away when I was a little kid, and so she was left with like 2 kids, and she was like, wait, a teacher, like, it's not going to be enough for me to take care of both my kids. So, like, thanks to God and thanks to her, she was able to, like, always provide for us. Like, we always had a roof on our head, we always had food and everything, so it was fine. But it was tough at first because, unexpected things happen. So it's like, that's why my mom always pushed me, where she was like, you have to, like, be able to take care of yourself. Once you find a man, make sure he takes care of you, but also make sure that you have, like, that little plan.
If anything happens.
Yeah.
I didn't know your dad passed away.
Yeah.
My dad did too.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. It was on Easter was actually the 6th year anniversary. Yeah. I was 18. How old were you?
I was 3.
3?
Like 3 or 2.
Gosh,
yeah, I don't remember it. Yeah, my brother was like 10.
Oh.
10 or yeah, he was older.
Yeah. It's crazy because not having a father figure does affect men so much.
It does. I mean,
and obviously girls too, but I don't know. I see it in my brothers, and they've been they're doing great.
Yeah.
Right. They're doing amazing, but I just feel like my heart hurts for my brothers because obviously yeah, sad for me too, right? It's been so long that I'm so comfortable talking about it.
Me
and
too.
if I smile and laugh, it's just my coping mechanism.
You get me, because sometimes I talk about it and people are so awkward where they're
I
like,
know, and I'm like, no, it's fine. It's fine.
He's down in the grave already.
No, I'm like, or when we make dad jokes, you know, I'll make
Oh
daddy
my God,
issue jokes.
I make them
I'll make
so
daddy
much,
issue
and
jokes.
people
Obviously, I have daddy issues,
girls. Who doesn't at this point?
So, anyways,
Yeah. I get what you mean though.
so I talk about it like it's nothing, but obviously, you guys, it was something. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I get what you mean though, because, like, I mean, not to speak about my brother, but I see it in my brother too. Like, it really does affect. I feel like it affects, like you said, it definitely affects us, of course, as well. It affected me too.
Yeah.
Even though I have, like, not much memory, it affected me. But I feel like it definitely, I see it in my brother a lot, especially because he was a little older.
Yeah.
So he had more of the memories. And yeah, like, as a man, I don't know, it's like hard.
Right. Like, who's gonna teach you how to change the oil of a car?
Yeah.
Who's gonna teach you how, you know, these like these roles, or
yeah.
having a leader at the house, right? Women are great leaders too in different areas. But for my brothers, you know, one of my brothers decided to, you know, he got into some trouble. Now he's great now, but I know some of it was rooted out of anger and trying to get attention from my dad, you know, and then because he got deported, and anyways, we would go visit him, but he would get in trouble, and then my dad would have to talk to him. But I think that was a way for him to get his attention a little bit.
Yeah.
And then my other brother went to God, which is amazing, because he was really small when everything happened, and so his father figure is the Lord. You know, he'll read his Bible and see how the Lord treats his kids, and so he's like, well, that's how I should treat my kid, right? Isn't that so cute?
That is so
like, his father figure is God.
That's
like
amazing.
Yeah, you do have a father, right?
Yeah,
even though our
of course.
earthly dad is gone,
Oh, 100%.
you will always have a father.
I 100% believe that.
And the Bible shows you exactly what a father does, and how
Yep.
he provides, and how he, you know, loves his kids.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's your example. Even though you didn't have an example here, that is your example.
Oh, 100%.
And yeah, my heart just hurts for my little brother, because he had the least time with him, you know.
Yeah.
But he went that way, which is great. My other brother, he's more reserved, and yeah, he doesn't really talk much about it, but he's doing good too. So
Everybody copes
Yeah.
with it a little differently,
Differently, yeah.
but I mean, at the end of the day, as long as they thrive from it, like, yeah, I remember a lot too, like, all that anger that they've had pent in. But like you said, it's like, now I see my brother too, and I'm like, my brother's doing great too.
Yeah.
And he's got 2 little girls, he's got a wife, and
really?
it's just,
Yeah.
it's so beautiful to see him be a dad.
Yeah.
Yo, every time I think about it, I'm like,
you're gonna cry.
I'm not gonna
Stop.
cry, don't do that.
It's
No.
so sweet. Yeah.
But it's just nice, like,
Yeah.
like you said, like, you look back at all the tough times, but then you see now, and you're just like, well, I'm just grateful that they're doing good now.
Yeah, and then it also, you know, says something in the sense of, or what we can take from it is, even though we didn't have a lot of time with these people, at least we had the time that we did have. Like, thank you, God, for that, for what we did have. And I'm so glad that my dad was my dad, and that I have his genes, and that I have everything that he taught me.
Yeah.
That I have my brothers.
Oh, yeah.
You know, my middle brother, he took it in the sense of, I think he took it as, he's so smart, and he reads all the time, and so I think he took it as more of a self-discovery journey
Yeah.
kind of thing, which is really good too. Yeah, it just makes you very grateful for life,
Yeah.
for sure.
And I don't know if you think about this too, but I like it. I think it's so nice too when, like, sometimes you're just being yourself, and then I don't know if your mom or, like, anybody in your family has ever been like, oh my God, your dad used to do the same thing, and it makes you, like, I don't know, it gets you.
Makes you feel some type of way.
It makes me feel some type of way, because like you said, it's like, I'm grateful that I have his genes. Like, I'm grateful. It's like, oh, like, there's a part of him still with
Right,
me.
right.
Like, obviously I'm his
And
kid.
that's his legacy.
Yeah.
So everything that you do is still him here.
Exactly.
Does that make sense?
Oh yeah. And
Yeah.
then my brother looks exactly like him.
Really?
Like, looking back at pictures, like,
Really?
they look exactly the same. So if you want to picture my dad, it was like that, but my dad was taller.
Stop.
Not to call you out on that.
No
I didn't mean to do that.
Funny.
But genetically, yeah.
Genetically, that's hilarious. Is your mom short? Okay.
My mom's as tall as me. She's 5 foot.
5 foot?
Exactly 5
Are you
foot.
5 foot?
I'm 5'1".
Okay.
I'm like,
okay. There you go. Yeah.
I'm like 5'1" or 5.5". I don't know. I'm definitely not taller than 5'1" though.
yeah. I'm 5'3" and 3/4.
I know the 3/4 count.
It counts, you guys.
They do.
If you round it up, it's 5'4", okay?
Exactly.
Would you want to open your own studio one day?
You know, I think about that a lot. My mom and Eddie's always asking me that. They're like, would you ever like do your own thing? I feel like I love the community
Of Blue Carrot? Right.
so much.
I agree.
That I would never veer off to do my own thing. But I don't know, it sounds really nice. I just feel like I've seen so much of the background business aspects of it that sometimes it kind of stresses me out a little, because I'm like, dang, the money, like all the numbers, there's
Expensive.
so many like little things that you have to take into account when you make your own business, that it's kind of like, dang, like I didn't think about that. I just had a vision and a name.
Right.
And $2 in my pocket.
That's where people start.
Yeah, that is how it starts though.
And if you have a big enough why and reason that you're doing it, then you will go through the turmoil.
And that's true. I think I would like to maybe have like my own little space. But like I said, I don't know. I love...
Or an extension of Blue Carrot.
Maybe an extension, like it depending, because Eddie has talked about maybe like opening up one of his studios somewhere out of here, like maybe in like California. But it's just like such an idea that he's like, oh, I'm focusing on this. And I was
Here
like, yeah,
first,
of course.
Right. But then he would have to delegate people to run those, even if they're still Blue Carrot, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So then, yeah, I could see you doing an extension of Blue Carrot.
You heard that, Eddie?
Yeah. Speaking that into existence.
Think of me, 2027. No. Just kidding.
But would you move from here?
I would. I've never been tied down to a place. I love moving. I love being able to say like, oh yeah, I've lived here.
Right.
I've lived here. And I feel like my mom had gotten us so used to moving that like 2 years was me and my mom's like max day, and then we were like, okay, I'm kind of bored. Let's go somewhere else. I think the longest we stayed was this one place in California in Fresno.
Oh, yeah.
And we were there for like 6 years.
Oh, wow.
But we stayed a little longer because my mom's like, I just want you to finish high school and then we can go. Like, I don't want to move.
Did that affect your school, moving so much?
I mean, it didn't. Maybe at one point it kind of did, because I felt like I was moving so much that I couldn't.
Like your grades or your friends?
Grade-wise, no.
Friends?
Grade-wise, it never affected me. Friend-wise, I feel like maybe a little bit. But I had childhood friends from church when I was like a kid. And we have never, till this day, my homegirl, really I love you, baby girls.
yeah.
Like,
I love that.
We're still friends. So I feel like even when I felt like I didn't have friends in another city, I still had my childhood friends. I still had my girls. So I was like, I never really felt so alone. But it did feel like it at one point, especially when I was like reaching like middle school, where I was kind of like, oh well, all these kids, they like grew up
with each other,
and I'm kind of like coming in new. And my mom did see that. So when I reached middle school, she's like, okay, we're gonna stay here until you graduate high school.
Yeah.
So we did. That was when we stayed the longest. It was like 6 years, or yeah, a little bit of like 6 years. And yeah, I liked it though. I ended up really liking it. Like once I was out of school, me and my mom were like, okay, let's move. And then we went back to Calexico, where my grandparents are at. We were there for like 2 years. Then COVID hit, and we stayed there a little bit. Then after like 2 years and a half, we were like, let's go to San Diego.
Oh my gosh, fun.
My mom had a job opportunity.
San Diego.
It's really nice.
It's really expensive though. Yeah.
Very expensive to live in. But my mom had a job opportunity there, so she's like, let's go. And we're like, okay. So we went, and we were there I was there for like 2 years. Or no, like a year and a half, I think.
In San Diego?
I didn't like it.
Really?
Maybe
Why?
it was just around like the time where I was in my life. It was when I had like failed the nursing thing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I just like, I feel like I had no friends, and like all I was doing was just working. I didn't like it because I feel like the life in San Diego is so rushed.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I felt like I was always in a rush to do stuff. And I hate living in a rush.
Yeah.
So I was like, And I don't know, it was when like my independency, I was like 19. I was like, I want to start doing my own thing.
Right.
So I moved back to Calexico with my grandparents because they were like, well, you can stay here. So I went there, and then I was there for a couple years. Mm-hmm. And then I went back to San Diego.
Okay,
I went back to San Diego. Yeah, me and my mom were living together. My mom was staying there. And then after San Diego, that's when Eddie was like, oh, you can come visit here, and you want to be an instructor. We're doing this training thing. Like, you know, you can do it if you want to do it. And I was like, it was at like around that moment. It's so funny how things work out, don't you think? Like,
no, absolutely. Everything happens for a reason.
Exactly. It was around that time where I was feeling very lost. Like, I was very lost. Like, a lot of things that I had mentally planned for my life completely fell out. So I was like, oh my God, like, what am I going to do with my life? Like, I was like fresh out of a relationship, job-wise, I didn't know what to do. Like, I had a stable job, but it's just not something that I want to stay in. And so I was like, I have no idea what I want to do with my life. So Eddie was like, you know, you could come visit here, see how you like it, try the training thing. Yeah. And I said, okay. And I ended up coming. I really liked it. All the girls are so sweet. The community here is just so beautiful, dude. Like, I feel like
the Blue Carrot community specifically, honestly.
I feel like I've never been a part of like such a beautiful community.
And they're so supportive.
Yeah. Other than like church, of course, my church has a beautiful community. But I feel like outside of it, like work-wise, and like, I feel like, I don't know. I've never seen a community so united
and loving,
and so I really liked it. And so I said, I think I'm gonna start looking for a place. And Eddie was like, here, I'll take you to find some apartments. I said, but I was so stressed out that I felt like I wasn't gonna be able to provide for myself financially with rent and everything. I was like, I don't know if I can do it. I started doubting myself. I was like, I don't know if I could do it. So Eddie was like, let's just go look at this one apartment. And I was like, I don't know. And he's like, just look at it. You're not committing. Like, let's just look at it. And I said, okay, let's go.
It doesn't hurt to look.
Exactly. And I remember I had done like a quick like mental prayer. I was like, I don't know. And I was like, okay, if it's meant for me, it's meant for me. If I don't find anything, it just means I have to go back to California. Literally it was the second one. We had seen a studio. It was nice, but the area was like a little for me to be by myself, so I didn't like it. And then the second one, we went, and it was like, God was like, here you go. Because
why do you say that?
I feel like I showed up, and the rent was a little bit out of my budget. And I told Eddie, I was like, I feel like this is a little bit out of my budget. He's like, let's just see what they have to say. So they were offering like 2 months free for rent. And they said you can prorate it. So you could basically have prorate it. So when you prorate it, if you have like, so let's say they offer you 2 months rent free. You can either take that where the first 2 months is like free, you don't have to pay rent, or you can have a discount on each month of your rent.
And so you took the discount?
Yes. I'm like, I don't have to have those first months. Yeah. I'm like, I need the discount.
Wait, that's awesome.
And then they told me, they're like, and if you apply now, because that time when I was looking, it was like around October, I think. They said that it's the slowest like renting time of the year.
October, okay, noted.
Yeah, girl, look in October. Yeah. So they offered like all these discounts, and then they were like, oh, and if you apply now, we'll put you in a raffle for a vacation, and if you apply now, I'll give you 4 months free of your parking. And I was like,
you have to pay for parking?
That one, yeah. Then the apartments, yeah. Like, if I wanted right in front of my place, like,
you would have to
the pay. Little, I don't know what you call it, the tachitos?
Yeah,
I don't know how you say it in English. It's like,
not a pavilion, but like the, the cover thing.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so the little thing, if you want it right there in like assigned parking where like this is my parking spot, then you have to pay a little bit. If not, there's honestly a lot of open ones. So I told myself, I'll just take the free parking, and then afterwards I'm like, girl, no, I'm paying for it. It is like, it's so
nice,
convenient, dude. It's like right there.
Right in front of your apartment.
Right in front of my place.
When I lived in Seattle, I had to pay $200 a month for parking.
Oh no, girl!
In the parking garage.
I paid like $40. Like that's
$200 on top of rent. So total, I was paying around $1,500.
Well, see, I can imagine Seattle's like more expensive. No?
But for a tiny studio, that's like the size of this corner.
Oh,
yeah.
I feel like that gives off like San Diego vibes.
Yeah.
San Diego, I tried looking for places in San Diego.
No, you can't.
Insane. Nothing
Living
under
paycheck
2,000.
to paycheck.
No,
Seriously.
literally. So I'm
Not
like,
eating. No, just kidding.
ramen noodle, top ramen.
How much can I buy today?
I know. Yeah. Go on a date for free. I'm just kidding. I've never done that.
No, you know what? Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna include this. She probably won't watch it. I don't think she no. But I had my roommate my first year of college would go on dates for free dinners. I'm not even joking.
Hey,
I'm
no
not even
judgment
joking.
to that.
No judgment to you.
Honestly?
Before I feel so bad, I felt like I was a little judgmental towards her because I would tell her, what? You're going to go with this guy that you don't even know, you know? Now, I'm so sorry for acting like that towards you if you ever watch this. Now I'm like, get it, girl. Get your free meals.
Get the meals.
Right?
I get it. And I
was
like,
also very paranoid because it's Seattle, and I didn't want her to get kidnapped.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I can understand that vibe of just being paranoid.
Yeah.
I'm like that with my friend all the time. Not date-wise, but because I know she'll probably watch this, but she worries me so much. Dude, she's like out. She's back in California, and she's like, "Hey, cutie."
Hi. She is.
That's my baby girl.
She's so cute.
I love Aria. But oh yeah, so I feel like it's so nice to have like that girl bond because it's like she lives 1,000 miles away. She's in California, and we still worry about each other because I know that she gets off of work because she works at Marshall. She gets off of work a little late, and she will park her car far because she doesn't like when cars get, to not damage it. So she'll park it really far, and I'm like, girl.
Does she have her location on for you?
Not for me, but she has it for her parents.
Okay,
so I'm like, I know, nothing will happen. But at the same time, I'm like, girl, stay safe, baby girl.
Yeah.